This is a Cultivating Awareness meditation, which is a chance to get to know our experiences more and more in a moment-by-moment way. So picking a way of sitting that allows for comfort as well as allowing you to be attentive, and starting by deliberately setting an intention to show up for our experiences, to find something interesting, to curiously observe the various components of experience that we might encounter. And now bringing attention to the sensations of breathing. So we're not thinking about the breath, we're just, as best we can, tuning into the physical sensations of the breath moving into and out of the body. Perhaps noticing the touch of the air on the inside of the nose or the inside of the mouth, however you happen to be breathing. You don't need to change the way you're breathing. This isn't about changing our experience, it's just about getting to know our experience. So however you're breathing, it's okay. Just getting to know the sensations. And the air flows in and out. And there may be other things here too. You might be aware of some thinking pattern or some mental activity. If that's the case, that's our chance to notice that too. So just noticing it and acknowledging it. Oh, that's planning, or oh, that's criticizing, whatever it is. And then refocusing attention on the sensations of the breath. As we pay attention to the breath, we can also pay attention to the body's points of contact with its surroundings. So depending on how you're sitting, you might notice different parts of the body in contact with something around it, maybe a sense of touch or pressure. Just noticing those physical sensations. And again, all with a spirit of interest and curiosity and friendliness. There's no right or wrong. There's just what happens to be here in this moment. And so as we deliberately explore the sensations of breath and points of contact, we might also notice the attention getting pulled into something else, some thoughts, some sound, some other sensation elsewhere. And every time that happens, that's our chance to get to learn and get to know the landscape of our experience. So just acknowledging whatever else is here. It's a really important part of the meditation. And focusing again on the breath, on the points of contact. In this way, we're really cultivating the breath and the points of contact as a kind of home base. It's almost this place where we can sort of sit or stand and curiously observe whatever else is here. So it's our home base, it's our touch point, the sensations of breathing in and out. And so keeping the breath in awareness, notice if there are any other sensations in the body. We might want to deliberately sweep through the body to see what's here, if anything. So maybe sensations in the face, or in the chest, or abdomen, the neck and shoulders, the back, the upper and lower limbs, whatever sensations are here in the body. And again, as we get to know that, now refocusing on the breath and the points of contact, refocusing on our home base. and the body sitting here breathing. Now with breath and contact points and awareness, noticing if there are any emotions present. And they might be very mild, they might happen to be very strong, somewhere in between. Just see if you notice any, and maybe notice if they show up in the body in any particular way. Just getting a curious, friendly sense of what's here, even if it's a little unpleasant or a lot unpleasant. And again, coming back to home base, the breath and the points of contact. And now deliberately noticing any sounds that may be within us or around us. And as soon as we start to pay attention to sounds, the brain can get all caught up in telling stories about them, what they are and what they mean and all that. And we don't have to get too caught up in the stories. Seeing if we can just notice the qualities of the sounds themselves, the volume and the tone and any patterns. And again, focusing on home base, on the breath and the points of contact. And now noticing any thoughts or mental activities that might happen to be here. And sometimes when we turn our attention to them, they were here a moment ago and then they run away. But sometimes they don't. If there happen to be any thoughts or mental activity here, see if you can recognize the pattern. Maybe give it a name. And now focusing again on the breath and the points of contact, the home base. And with home base in the background of awareness, turning attention to any urges that might be present. Urges to do something or say something, move in a particular way, think something, whatever it is. See if we can notice urges, which aren't quite the same thing as acting on them. And again, coming back to home base. And for the next while, just curiously and with friendliness, exploring the home base of breath and contact points. Just noticing these sensations. And as we do this, whenever we notice any other component of experience attracting the attention, that's our chance to practice learning the landscape of experience. So there's nothing that should be here or shouldn't be here. It's just getting to know what is here. It's all okay just as it is. The breath and the body around the breath. And curiously noticing whatever else is here. Feeling free to move back and forth from the breath to whatever else pops up in attention. In a friendly, curious, interested attitude to whatever comes. Just cultivating awareness. And now as we pay attention to the breath and the body, transitioning from this formal meditation into the next unfolding moments.